What up, man? Today, should I come out to my wife? Boom. The Dilemma by Jubilee. Jubilee, if you cannot see. Anyways, this should be very interesting because I think this is a new series they just came up with. So let's get right into it, big dog. Okay, so you hit F2. Does he have like a mask? Is he like Vendetta mask?
I love my wife.
I wait.
But I'm gay.
What the? You know what? That's actually kind of regular. A lot of people do that. Yeah, a lot of people do that in society.
Should I come out now?
Yeah. And he's
Yes
older.
or no?
You have kids though. Wait, first, if he has kids, then honestly, you should be your true self, right? It's 2022, right? Depends on how long, again, married. If you're completely unhappy, bro, just let it go. If not, then hey, tell her you gotta get pegged or something.
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
My wife is the most important person in my life, and I would never want to do anything to hurt her. But I'm also gay, so I'm not sure how to approach it or even how to come out.
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This is the dilemma.
This is interesting. Yeah, you see? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, you should. If you're not, it doesn't make you happy, go for it.
How long into the relationship did you realize you were gay?
Since
I knew before I got married.
oh, bro.
How did you meet your partner?
We grew up in the same community together. We started off as friends, then best friends, and it grew from there.
Is your partner supportive of everything you do?
In our viewpoints on religion, yes. In terms of supporting the LGBT community, no.
So religion is a big cornerstone of...
Yeah, I was about to say, if he's Christian, then isn't he like... I don't really into the Bible like that, bro. So if you take that offensive...
your guys' relationship?
Grow up.
We both grew up in the same religious community, so we both grew up with the same values and the same social guidelines. So yes.
Do you think your wife knows you're gay?
No, she doesn't.
What was the main reason as to why you went to the yes side?
I have a few family members in the LGBTQ plus community. I know all their experiences coming out have been positive, at least in the long run. I really thought to myself about him coming here.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what other community. It's just be yourself. Yeah, you're gonna have haters, but
you know, share his truth and
at the
speak
end
to us about it. I knew that
a weight is off your shoulders, right? So
it's starting to boil over, and he needs to come out.
What was your reasoning for marrying a woman even though you knew you were gay?
I thought that if I got married, that
okay, it would change him, but I thought it's also because society.
it would change me and that I could become straight.
What are your intentions?
Is she not good at it?
And how do you want to feel about
I'm
it?
so messed up, bro. I'm thinking of everything.
I want to be truthful, but I also don't want to hurt the people surrounding me. I'm a very honest person. I don't lie.
Just
so
did
the
though.
fact that I'm basically living a lie right now gives me a lot of anxiety and depression.
You see, yeah, that you gotta do it.
I know if I came out suddenly, it would devastate her.
The thing is, I'm bisexual, and I would have never said anything if I ended up falling in love with a man and everything worked out. And, you know, I fell in love with a woman, and
Or spice it up and have threesomes.
I didn't want to hide it.
Add a guy then.
Being your authentic self is my principle.
So is
But he's
there
gay, right?
an
So
expected fallout that extends beyond just the relationship of you and your wife? Like, is it more than just your guys' relationship that's at stake?
he's
I
asking if he has
was tied to
kids.
the church, so I could potentially lose my job. I would most likely lose my family, my friends, my wife. I would lose everything.
Oh, he doesn't have
basically. I
kids, so he's
nothing,
good.
No support.
Are we the only people who know about this?
I've never told anyone.
Damn, that takes some balls, bro.
Just based on this information now, you guys can switch to the other side if you want.
She just waited for someone to go.
He was explaining what's at stake if he comes out immediately. Because of that, the more I thought about that, the more I was like, you know what? He's going to be losing literally everything because of this. So I feel like he.
But when you go down low, like as in, you let it all go, yes, it's gonna be a lot of. Rather deal with it now than have the regret of never being your true authentic self, man. And you can be free. Yes, there's down. You'll have a downtime, but the glow up will be like, you know, like going Super Saiyan, bro. If that makes any sense. Goku couldn't beat Frieza. Trained his ass off and then came back. Boom. Super Saiyan. 3 at last.
He needs to have some sort of plan in motion first.
Don't. I don't know if that's an
I'm
actual
bisexual. Same
correlation.
It took me a cool minute to kind of come to terms with that. So it's like I look more at like, am I safe? If you do, gone. You could lose a lot of things that you've built up on this foundation.
Gotta do it, brother.
Have you at all considered reaching out to therapy or some sort of counseling to help you through this process?
In the community I live in, it's a little bit hard to find counseling. I live in a more rural area, so the majority of counselors are based through the church.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with God? And has there been moments
With God or
where
guy?
you've personally experienced Him guide you?
Yeah, I would say
God.
faith has been a deciding factor in all things that I do in my life, and that I don't follow God blindly. I've felt Him work in my life before. So for me, it's a real relationship that I have, and it's
On the other side of fear are the greatest things of life. So this fear that he has. Gotta let go, man.
the most important relationship I have. God goes before everything else.
Faith is just a huge factor for my truth. To me, that's what I resonated the most. So I wanted to be that representation of like, hey, if you just go in with blind faith, it could still work out.
If you show who you really are to somebody, to anybody, they're going to show you who they are, like 100% of the time. And if you're surrounding yourself with people who are kind of not in support of the person that you really are, then that's not a healthy situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he should 100% come out.
Yeah.
I'm bisexual. It took me a cool minute. One of my, I'm not gonna name names, I'll say a family member, told my parents. It gave me a lot of anxiety. It was like, am I gonna get kicked out? I'm gonna stay here. Are they upset with me? It was very much like, okay, whatever, I don't wanna talk to you right now. And it's like, I know coming out, like everyone's like, do it, it's great. You'll feel better. But for me, coming out, it made me feel worse. So I'm like, I live my truth, but it didn't make me feel the way I wanted to feel.
I believe that everybody should live their truth. You're not emotionally responsible for anybody. You don't owe anybody anything.
Exactly.
You be
It's
and
you,
live
your
life
life.
them.
I think it's different, like you're saying, you're not responsible for other people's feelings, but it is, I know the guilt that I would feel as like a husband to be hiding something from my wife is like horrible.
Yeah, because like let's also not forget that they are married. They have vows.
Yeah.
And part of
There's a
those
lot
vows
attached
is
to
to
that.
tell the truth. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because you're taking away another person's ability to live in reality, and that's wrong.
I do want to point out that I'm not necessarily saying that he should wait like years to come out. I'm just saying maybe take just like a couple months.
He's been
Like,
waiting
I would say
years,
go
though.
to counseling, go to therapy, figure out who you are, and who you are even without the church and without your wife and without all of that stuff. Once you figure all that out, then you can start going through that process of how am I going to come out.
Yeah, but I think I think the focus should be more like him just finding himself, like all that planning, like where's he gonna go and all that stuff. Yeah, those are tough questions, but it doesn't have to be answered right now because, it takes baby steps.
Oh.
Coming out is not ripping off a Band-Aid. It comes with so much anxiety. It comes with so much fallbacks depending on who you are, where your community is aligned, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't just be ripped off, because even ripping off Band-Aids hurt. You know what I mean? It's not a painless process just because it's quick.
We gotta start somewhere, right? Bro, this is gonna be killing him
Was
inside.
there anything in the discussion that caught your attention in some way?
I think when they were mentioning when you come out, like right now, that person will show their true colors to me.
True.
That resonated with me because that is true. The other issue that was brought up was the point of counseling and kind of preparing myself. I feel like that could be beneficial.
I think there was too much discussion of what's step 10, what's step 7, what do we do like 3 stages from now?
I think that's what he's gonna get. I think what he needs from us is comfort.
Like ultimately, at the end of the day, people are going to be people, and you can't predict how someone's going to react.
Right.
Also, I've met people who've been in a dangerous situation because they came out.
So the biggest concern
My
is his
community.
safety.
Really?
So one thing we talked about was not necessarily.
That's crazy. Like, threat him in his life? That is crazy to me, bro.
A plan, because your dilemma isn't coming out to the world right now, but it's coming out to your wife, like your partner. And just as a married man of faith, you said your wife grew up in the church with you and you grew up in the church, and so your wife possesses those fruits of the Spirit that are like patience and kindness. And I think those attributes, like you said, it sounds like are in her, and so she would be loving and kind and patient with you.
One of the things I want to just encourage you on is that you've been in a vulnerable position before where you had to put your whole trust in God and He came through. So I just encourage you to sometimes be okay with taking just one
That gave me
step.
little chills when she said that. What in the world? That is weird. Bro, a little like boom. It went like boom when she said that. Trust and have faith. That was
And
crazy.
everything else you could figure out along the way.
So I first want to be clear that yes, you should come out, but you should definitely wait and give it a little bit more time. Because we're worried about your safety, number one. The other thing too is that you need resources and you need time to get those resources. Like I said, like these divorce processes and everything, they don't take a week. And then it's all about your community, right? Personally, me and my family is super religious, so I very much understand where you're coming from about investing so much time in your community and the sense of loss.
But also, parents should love you unconditionally. Don't you think? If he has to tell his parents, and then mainly the wife would be like, yeah, that might not go as probably the divorce, then I don't know, man. Just be your true self, because at the end of the day, bro, your life, no one else is in your thoughts and feels the way your anxiety or those type of mental problems. So it's a huge stress relief, breaks off your shoulder, man.
Comes with it, but you have to understand that you'll be fine, your relationship with God will be fine, but this is a very tough decision that is more than that.
Jacob, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling like I got a lot of helpful words that have helped me kind of put together an idea of what I want to do going forward.
Have you made a decision in your mind right now?
Yeah, I think I have.
I think he's gonna do it. I think he is. Okay, that's my prediction. I think he is gonna do it because I think he always wanted to tell a group of people or people that he wants to come out, but he never knew how the reaction would be. So this is his first time telling people, and he knows that there's people that will support him. So, oh, please tell me I'm right, Jacob. You're gonna do it, Jacob. Don't let me down now. Oh, okay.
So upon getting home, I told my wife that I wanted to do counseling. And we've been meeting with a wonderful counselor, and she has just been able to give us a lot of tools to work with.
Did he do it though?
One-on-one, so I get a chance to be very open with her about how I feel. So I think within the next few months, definitely, I'll be ready to fully come out and just prepare myself and my wife for that.
Wait, does the wife know though? No, but he is planning to do it.
I feel like the weight's been lifted a bit. You know, I still have a journey to go through, and it's gonna be hard either way, but I feel a bit of closure in the sense that I know what I want to do now. While I do believe that it's a decision to made faithfully through God, I also think that it should be a decision that's made with the
I
help
like
of
this,
a
but they should
counselor.
add like more
I think that
questions
it's only fair to my wife that
or more situations, like 2 of them. Well, this is 12 minutes, so
when I come out, I do it in a way that's not only safe for me, but safe for her, and to make sure that I have the resources I need in case something does go wrong. You guys are the first people that I've ever opened up to about this, so it was.
I know that if you hit that wall of just like, I don't feel like no one's gonna support me, no one has my back, know that we have.
bro, is that guy crying? That's whoa. I don't know, man. I can feel other people's feeling, like I can put, but like it has to be. I don't know, man. I'm not that emotionally connected, I guess. Very hard. Like it has to like some interstellar type of shit. That's the type of emotion. Father-daughter things just get me, bro. Kids that just went through hard shit. That will get to me. Or people talking about losing their parents. Oh, Jesus Christ, that gets them. Anyways, that what should I come out to my wife? The dilemma. I will definitely do more of these. I like this. I really like these videos. It's helpful in a way. So, hey, be anything. Be true to yourself. And yeah, you got one life, man.